And what is going on, guys? Welcome to a first look here on Drumard Farm. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream, and welcome to those of you that may watch in the future or may watch later on. I should say later on rather than the future. It sounds better. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Scott, Brandon. Are you guys in chat? Who else was here? Justin was in here. Just wanted to let you know, Philip, you chimed in right here on the early part. I've got all the rest of them actually put in to their albums, so you should be able to look for the map and it'll actually say logging on it. So hopefully you won't have to go hunting for them. And if you go back to the standard YouTube page, you will find that all of my latest videos are all in the latest upload slot, so that kind of helps find out some of my most recent ones. What is going on, Greg? How you doing, bud? Scott, I assume you're talking about Chuck, maybe? I think Chuck may be working tonight. I'm not exactly sure. Yes, what's going on, guys? New map, Drumard Farm, for you PC guys. Sorry if this is a little on the repetitive side. What's going on, Michael? Good to see you, brother. Going to look at this new map. I actually like it. Actually, you could have probably given me a flat piece of land and a tractor with a plow, and I would have hand planted all my crops at the rate I was going, trying to find anything and everything to do on the other maps. This map is very well laid out. Just go through some things quick, because I actually was probably going to go ahead and start work on it. Obviously, you can see I'm at $1,020,000. So I think for the main part of this one, I went ahead and found I found all this stuff because it was super duper simple. This map, just right off the cusp of it, is good for animals, and it's very nice and spread out. Obviously, you can see you've got your sell points in your bottom left, your silo farms, all this stuff, pigs all in the top left, top right, and over here by your BGA, which cows and your sheep. But other thing was the big one was down. Actually, really, I like the sale area. There is a huge, nice big crane down there, and there's some really nice logging lanes in this map. Nice, good, straight, level, flat surfaces for loading areas and other things that you may do for logging wise. I could see it being more beneficial on PC than necessarily console, but I definitely think I probably will at least venture into that. I'm going to at least get started with some stuff tonight. See how far I get. I mean, I've got $1,000,000, so I've got no reason to sit around here and hang on for a bit. First thing you'll notice is all automatic gates. Oh, this is so great. So obviously we're just leaving the cow area there. We'll kind of stop in. We'll look at the storage options up there. Just real quick, we'll zip up here and I'll show you what I was talking about, logging lanes. All the roads are really good. There's a little bit of frame rate issue on the consoles, but that's just because there's a lot of trees stuffed in there. You can kind of see it'll get a little bit jittery here when you try to turn. That's pretty standard. It's pretty, yeah, it happens all the time on console. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. Nice, good flat areas, man. It's really digging this. This is all default equipment I've got, by the way. I don't have any of this is bought yet. I still got all of my same money, so. But yeah, this good little loading area, but it's kind of the problem I was talking about. If you were to come up here and actually, there's no way for us to really dump the logs out here and be able to have a good stationary loading platform down here, so that kind of sucks for us. But you deal with it all the time. No more logging for a while. I may be able to throw it in there and be able to get a trailer load here and there in between some other areas. One thing I've never done is get slurry and manure fully going. I would really like to do that. I just haven't done that yet. Driving around this map is pretty easy. Yes, automatic gates are flipping awesome. I usually wind up opening them all up anyway and just leaving them there. So this is great. I like they really did a good job just pushing all these roads and stuff through. They're really good, really well laid out. I do like it. And the actual drive-through roads here, you know, they're fine. You get these top 5 left fields here. All of them are at our disposal and bought, so we basically get 4 through 9, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 all right here in this one big block. One thing you'll notice is that there is room for field combining here. You could plow and combine all this if you wanted to, or you could keep it separate. I will probably combine them lengthways, like the way I'm driving. Probably will not go across the road. I'll just leave it like this. Another good thing too is that you've got plenty of headroom at the end of these maps. I mean, you could probably delete a few rows there to kind of help you out, but you know, over and all, it's just, you know, it's pretty good because you don't have trees at every single corner of the field. So definitely, there is absolutely no complaining from my side on that. Hey, what's going on, Mario? Jules, what's happening? Yeah, I didn't know you could drive through them, but that's not surprising. And so here's all of our feed, seeds, fertilizers, fuel, water back here. If anybody's curious, to water all these little water hydrants with your not for drinking water. Yeah, it's not good for you to drink it, but the animals can drink it, you know. And drop off points there, all the standard stuff. And my favorite, good storage options here. This is all the pigs area here, so you have pig manure, slurry all right there, feed points, and there's your drop off point. A lot of equipment, a lot of standard equipment on this map. I don't ever get bummed about that because it seems like some of them don't put enough in there, but these guys they certainly put enough equipment in this one. I like it, man. I like it. I think it's got an old stream feel, but it's got a little bit newer of an old stream feel, a little bit more modern. It's not quite as old and dated. But it still kind of keeps some of it small, and I really like the forestry areas. I mean, I just think they're really well done, especially this one up here on the left. One of these has got a lot of elevation change. I can already tell it was going to be a challenge to do it, and it might be this one right here. Let me drive in. It took me all day to download this map. I was curious what you guys had on this one. I tried at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock, and then it took over 3 hours to download it, and then it canned the download, and I had to redo it again, and then I had to redo it again. So I finally got it like literally here at like 15 after 10. Yeah, so here's this other one. There are little pockets of forestry, so it does give you the sense that you know, that you're getting something done. But also kind of gives you an idea, not an idea, it also gives you a you know, something to kind of, oh, let me get this one little spot cleared out here, depending on how you're hauling the trees up. Now this would lend itself to maybe possibly a chainsaw, and then maybe taking the bio belts and then dragging them over here, and possibly cutting them up and loading them up on trailers here. I don't exactly know. We may test a few things out. Second best for me. So I mean, I guess you think second best map for you. I think this is, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more trees to kind of block that 2D pattern up, but, you know, that's splitting hairs. It's not a very big map. There's not a ton to, run through here. I mean, most of this is all, I mean, it's console, you know, it's default stuff for off. It's lawful. I hear you. And this is the shop sell areas. It's a nice area. Fairly big for what it is. You got this nice little Breckenridge little town here in Ireland. And let's see, where is it? I think it's at the very... Oops, I went too far. Let me see if I can screw a Yui here. Nope, not really. Okay, let me try and go back. Alright, so I think if I turn left here, yep, there it is. So you've got the full logging operation here. This is kind of Lawfolds-esque with the big, huge grain tanks. I'm not sure if there's storage here. Obviously, these right here are the unload cell area. Let's see what we got over here, because it looks like we possibly are going to have storage. There's bale cell there. There's manure cell, slurry cell. Here we go, and low-cost storage. So this is basically just like Lawfolds. So you have the option of storing here and unloading here, which is kind of neat. Pull through there. So you got, and then again here you've got the big logging crane. So if you do get into forestry, you have that at your disposal as well. It does not look like they have a pull trigger unless that's set very low. Yeah, just catching up with y'all's chat. Yeah, I think Addy will probably like this one. Yeah, I'll be interested in seeing that, Greg. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I thought about maybe using that round baler wrapper combo from the Coon Pack. Then again, I may just stick to the square just so they don't roll anywhere. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to use that new with the modding stack trailer. Definitely going to try that thing out. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet. It's going to be a tight squeeze through there, unless you can get up there through here, which looks like you might be able to get through the shop. Let's see. Alright, no, it's all fenced in, so thanks, Snail, on that. Yeah, so there's a lot of Lawfolds in this map. I think that all that right there, this whole shop area right here is from Lawfolds, or at least one of the hangar buildings in that. And then you've got storage areas, plus you've got the unload cell areas. I mean, that is it. We'll scurry back here to the farm, figure out what we want to do here, because I honestly don't even know. What's going on, B85? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I can see round bales on this map is going to be like... it's going to be a little ridiculous. Ah, that's what I thought. I'm good, man. I'm finally clearing up. Finally getting all this mess and congestion out of here. So, I just feel like it's kind of a finally moment. Feel like I've been waiting long enough. Alright, let's see. I don't want to miss it. I think it's my next right. Man, I don't know where Chuck's at. I think he's working. I think he's on tonight. So this is a pretty cool entry into into the sheep pen. I gotta say, I like this. You can get there behind the farm, but you can also get there going around the back there, sneaking through that gate, and everything's automatic up here, which is awesome. I'm not sure where the it's possible that the wool pops in back there. I'm not sure, but obviously food and water here, and all this grass is at your disposal. And as far as I know, you've got field 32 up there around your 2 o'clock, and then all this over here on the left is all now. If you want this to be fertilized, if you want to be able to fertilize this, you need to plow you up a field and then plant it with grass. That's how typically that would work, but this is all going to grow back each time you cut it, so you at least have some standard default for free grass if you don't want to do the all the plowing and whatnot. Yeah, I thought he was. I haven't argued with him in a while. So I got to thinking, I started looking at these big squares. Now there's a big square here north of 35 where we are. There's one south of 31. There's also a fairly big square over there south of 13. And also in between 9 and 13 there at the very north end of that map, there's another one of these squares. So I'm not exactly sure what was ever meant to be here, unless he put in neither extra area for you to plow or extend fields, because I mean you could completely extend those fields minus the big shrub there in the middle. You could extend it on down, or you could use this and put some sheds on it and have dirt underneath. You could put a seed storage down here. Now that we own console, we've now got all kinds of stuff. Now we've got liquid fertilizer refill, we've got seed refill pods. So now all that stuff, you could put it down here and even have a secondary little farm that's separate over here that you could use to just service like field 35, since it's a biggie. You don't know. I think maybe just left that up for interpretation, because there is more than a few of them up here. So hey, what's going on, Ben? How you doing, bro? So, and that's pretty much back here to the actual farm. So this kind of doubles as your BGA. So you've got your one concrete silage bin right here with I guess your sell point. So there's no official BGA distribution area. So and I do like this area. This is kind of like the legit thing where you do have the actual dug-in slurry pit. So that's kind of nice. I do like that. And then your grass bales will go out there as always, and then you'll have your straw, and then all your stuff for your cows will all go in here just like normal. Now I think this is out of old stream, but just kind of funny. we don't accept any fat farmers on this one. You gotta be skinny as a piece of paper to get through this one. I'm not sure if that was meant or if that just got squeezed to give you a little bit of extra space. Benson, when I think of the new root crop storage, I don't know because I have downloaded it, but I have literally just got this actually downloaded, so the other one was still pending last I looked. So yeah, I haven't even checked it out yet. It looked promising, I'll say that. That's about all I know about it, though, honestly. I will be able to give you a better rundown of it tomorrow, and I'll tell you what I think about it tomorrow. I think, Scott, I think that's probably why you can drive through the gates, is they are automatic, but for that one right there, if you drive up into it, it opens back up into the tractor, and I would imagine they just took the collisions off. Except for this one, it doesn't do anything, which I'm like, why put a gate there if you're not going to let it do anything? It's kind of aggravating. It's probably too much equipment on this map. There'll be some that will not like all that, but it's quite okay. Let's see, gonna run down of all this storage there. It's pretty standard buildings here. I think it's got that same corrugated red roof. Yeah, I do too. I said early in the stream I liked it just because it was a new map. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting pretty doggone bored of the other one. I used all my save games on random logging maps and random, bouts and going here and there. This one, I mean, depending on how long it is till the next one, hopefully I can, I can build and do a little bit of both on this one. And do it all together and say, well, I got this, why don't we just go grab us a load of trees or whatever the case is, and not spend a whole entire series with it. So hey, what's going on, James? Spicy chicken. Right. Really like it. Really did a really nice job with all the entrances into the respective farms and whatnot. Yeah, they look good. I like a map that looks good and filled in, and it looks like it's a livable place. Some of them look so clean that there's no way that an actual real life farm goes on there. Some of them are so dirty that you'd never believe anybody could work in it. So I guess let's go over here and see. Go ahead and throw this bad boy. I'm gonna throw him working up here. Get a little work going on. Oh, I wish I'd get rid of the chickens. I'd probably get rid of the chickens every single map I'd edit. This is the 700. This is not the 800. And if anybody, oh shoot, I forgot to turn the withering off. Well, that sucked. Well, guess we will be going back and plowing them up. Ooh. Oh, well, that sucked. All right, let's go back and get the plow. Let's find out where the plow is, because I don't own 2 or 3 there. So that sucked. Alright, let's find out where some of that stuff is. Alright, cultivator's right there on that one, and plow is, where is plow? Okay, it's all the same plot. Got a round baler, got the Kramer tool in there. We got the old, yeah, we got a lot. We got the old Dutes in there. Even if you didn't, there's still lots of room for you to throw out some stuff and sell some things. Now I am just going to plow not plow, I'm going to cultivate and then reseed. I think the cedar, if I'm not mistaken, and let me check, but I'm pretty sure the cedar is down there with the JCB. Nope, it's back here. Okay. Alright, so if it's back here, then I'm just going to use it, and I'll save myself a step. What's going on, Jay? Well, there it goes. No, I have not seen that one, James. That's pretty funny, though. Right. It's kind of hard if you have not played this map yet, or at least loaded it up and kind of started going through it. One thing kind of got me off the bat was as soon as you start walking, like there's like 10 gold nuggets right in front of you. So it's pretty. It was pretty obvious they wanted you to find those 10 nuggets so that you'd be able to unlock all the rest of them. I think that was pretty much in the forefront of their mind going forward on that one. So I guess if you haven't done it yet, then you'll need to definitely make sure you pull that out and don't run over those, because those will completely just clog your map up. Alright, I don't know what was on that. What's that, soy? Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff down here, this grass cutting stuff, and grab some new stuff. So you're gonna need tether bell, so I'm gonna need to keep the tether, but I'm gonna get rid of that one, and I think that one as well. Might try to hard worker on the smaller fields. Alright, well, I'll keep an eye on this other guy down here. Yeah, I think I'll be the first thing I do here, probably after this next little harvest. I'll go ahead and extend this field on down, because that'll make for a perfect size field right there between 7 and 8. That'll be nice. Let's see. Let's get rid of some stuff. I definitely don't want that. No, Scott will be upset with me on that one. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like that thing. I've got enough money to buy whatever. Let's see. Oh, we'll keep that for now, but I'll probably change that out. Let's get rid of that and that. And let's see, well, which one is this? Got 8,000 capacity. Yeah, because this is, I mean, oh. Alright, so why is he chumming so fast? Oh, wait a minute, I know. Okay, so I guess this is that right? Yeah. So he's not even using the field. I mean, he's not even using the seed that's actually in the seeder. He keeps buying it as he drops it. So you might keep an eye on that one. What's going on, Braden? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. And yeah, we've got that. All right, so did I even put it in? Yes, I did. All right, so I'll probably wind up picking this little bad boy up because I like it. What's that? 247. Main color, we'll throw it down with some white and rim color black and default radiator grill. Alright, let's see what else. I think I'm going to do some forage harvesting on this one. Not sure what. Let me do a little bit of mixture of that. Gotta have tethered grass. Let's go and do some grass stuff here. Let's see. Let's go. Where is tethers? Go pick up the coon one. That one's really good because it's not on a trailer. It's not trailer style. So let's grab that. That's out of the new coon DLC pack. Yeah, I did get it. I hadn't checked it yet, but I did hear my phone go through. So, windrower, we could always go with the merge max if we wanted to. Why not? Well, actually, let's do this first. Baling technology. So, couple things. I wanted to try this sucker out. This would be part of that the new stuff that came in from the, I believe, the BM modding. So they came out with these and then came with an attachment, and that's what this right here attaches to the back of that. So, and it stacks the bales 4 high. So that is pretty cool. So I guess the thing that I got to decide is on these hills, do I want to do rolled up bale, or I want to do square with wrap? I'll probably do square with wrap, honestly. Be a little bit easier. Not have to chase them. I do like the new map. I'm just trying to get I always stumble at this part, especially doing it on stream, because I want to try to, I want to try to be able to figure out what I want. I did actually went and I got all this stuff in there, so I've at least got, money from the initial gold nuggets, getting all them down. So that was actually kind of nice, kind of fused me up some money there. So I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do farming wise. I would like to do some more silage ops on this map, even if it's just chopping some corn, cutting some grass, putting everything together. So that's that's always a part of it's part of my struggle. I hate doing this on stream, but I do it anyway because the struggle is real. I wouldn't take no less time doing it if I was by myself. And I kind of want to maybe get me just a little bit bigger, I'm not going to go huge on the harvester, but I wouldn't mind getting something a little bit bigger, like maybe the Acros, or at best, the biggest one, maybe the 7130. Just if you do wind up getting into some bigger fields. But really, everything we got here, this is 4 through 8, and then some grass fields. We don't really have much of anything that's any of any huge size. So, catch up. Yeah, I might. Yeah. I mean, I'm all up for stuff like that. I don't do it all the time, but yeah, we typically do have them from time to time. Do some multiplayer stuff. It's a little hard to host the multiplayer plus ask people to come here and do it for nothing, and then have to stream and use all that internet. We got pretty decent internet here, but it's still not as fast as I would want or what it should be. So. Let's see. I may sell that plow. How much is this one? $225. Let's go ahead and get this one. 4.8. We'll sell the other one. I may have already sold it. Definitely got to get rid of these. All right. So now. Right. So I'm not going to need anything bigger than this right here. So that's good for this. There were some ideas, guys. Let's see what I got. Windrower. I have not bought that. Y'all like the Merge Max? I can put that on there. FTG inspired you to for oh, that's good, man. That's good. No, I'm glad I have such a positive. I'm gonna be such a positive influence on you. That's great. All right, yeah, we'll go and do the Merge Max. Why not? It's new. I bought it. Might as well use it, right? All right, loading wagon. I think I kept that. No, I didn't. I sold that one. Okay, shoot. I should have kept that one. Alright, I got you, Adam. Okay. Animals, do have that. I'll just wait until I actually start buying some animals before I go crazy in here. Rollers, lights. SuperNet, I won't have to do anything with that yet. Telly, probably do need to get that, but I'll wait on that as well. Let's just see, and then we'll get to doing some stuff here, and then we'll see what we do. Because I actually wouldn't mind getting like this little the RCM here, or getting one of these with a, or even doing like planting some corn on these small fields and doing like the little front end potager here. It might be kind of cool. I haven't done that in a while. Go ahead and let this guy. I'll let him seed on this next field. Snow removal must be up north. Alright, we just put soy on both of these so I can just go from one to the other because it won't take long to harvest these. What's going on, Clayton? How you doing, bud? Alright, here's the new 800, man. I love this flipping tractor. Love it. It's not the 900. It doesn't have double wheels, but it's got the broad wheel with the weights on it. This is a beast, man. This is a beast. Massachusetts. I hear you. Well, I'm in North Carolina. We got a dusting. Alright, let's see. So this probably, let's see, shoot. This is one of those things, this is where it's like minds and creative minds are going to go crazy on this map, because you can like create your own areas completely outside of the farm. So for right now, I'm going to take this over to that little square over there by the BGA, since that's where it's at. Let's go ahead and pull some of this stuff down there. Nope, I can't do it this way. Yeah, what's up, Chad? Yeah, man, got a new one. It's a good one. It's definitely a solid map. They did a really good job with it. Square fields. So for you console lovers that you know, love the squareness for hired workers, this is still gets a European feel, but it still has workability when it comes to console. So that's a double positive. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, we definitely didn't get an inch here. Ryan, I don't know. Well, actually, Chuck is working. Ryan, I'm not sure where he's at. Greg was here. He still may be just lurking in the background. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that sub, man. Just saw that kind of blaze through there, so appreciate that. I like it. It's small. A lot of the fields, there are some bigger fields on here, but you know, for the most part, it's pretty small. But it doesn't feel that small. There's a lot of headroom around the fields. Most of them are all square. The farm areas here are really good. They're a little tight, so you're not really going to be, you know, you're not really going to be running huge pieces of equipment up in here, but it's good. It's good. I like it. The only thing that's going to be tough is getting some of this stuff in and out of these tight little corridors. Probably wind up getting rid of that JCB. I don't really like them JCBs anyway. Kicking the warden off TV. I like it, man. Alright, let's see. I guess I'll go back and we'll pick up that other stuff there real quick. Let me see where this stuff, where it winds up fast traveling it to. Actually won't need any of that or the trailers. Let's see. Alright, so this is there. Let's see where that resets. So it resets to... Alright, so up there around 11 and 12, so yeah. It's a big old tractor with them big old wheel weights. Yeah. Not too hard getting around this map. I did notice my little first kind of initial drive through when I was just checking stuff out and kind of making sure that I knew where stuff was. so I wouldn't look like a complete idiot on stream. A lot of the fields only, they're kind of like lawfuls. They only have a one entrance, and most of them do not have, or they share the same entrance and exit out of the field. So, you don't have both on either side. So that's a little frustrating. I wish you did have an exit. Some of them do. If they have a road into them, more than likely they have a road out. So that's just going to have to kind of deal with that. It comes with the territory on maps like this, I think. What do we need to do, Clayton? I was actually thinking, about doing some silage and chopping some corn and yeah, doing all the stuff. Hey, what's going on, LMC? Yes, it is, and good chat. I'm glad. I got really frustrated with it, and just had to keep going at it. And I know I enjoyed that stuff so much that I hope. Uh-oh, it'll be a problem if I can't get the plow out of the. Seriously, I'm not gonna be able to get the plow. Is there another exit out of here? And you'll get to see, this is pretty much what I was talking about. One entry and one exit. And I don't know that I can get out of that field. Let's try it again. Maybe if I just hit it hard enough. Yeah, so let that be a lesson. Maybe don't fast travel your plows up through there. There we go. Yeah, now this doesn't really have a full, complete, sizable BGA, but it does have a nice little, nice little farming, silage bunker there. It's kind of old stream style. Kind of get the old school cement block, that kind of thing. What's going on, FS17? Yep, missed my turn. This only has a couple. It really only has this main circle. You don't really have to. It's neither all right turns or it's all left turns. One of the two. Yeah, so this might be a little bit of a problem. Let's see. Let's see how this thing does. And this is not even the big one. No, I have not, Clayton. I got a big piece of hardware for my flight sim. Is a big piece, and man, it probably cost as much as the PC did. But I got it in 2 weeks ago. So I'm kind of been I've been at least kind of chumming around with that thing. But I've got it picked out, and actually talked to the wife about picking that thing up today. So I guess in the next day or two I'll have it at least on order. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this back over here, because I think, now I'm not sure if there probably is hedges to keep me off of this, but I'm gonna throw this tedder back here, and then I'll find somewhere to put this plow. Actually, you know what? I'll put it all down here by the square. I'm not, shoot. Yeah, that's the problem with this. So let that be a lesson to you. The Jimpa plow is maybe a no-go. Just about won't make it around the turns, and this is just the medium size one. It's not even the big one. Let's see if I can just park this thing up here. It'll be fine. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, I didn't really think about that when I bought it, so... I don't know, some of those other ones probably wouldn't work either, honestly. So this will probably turn into a nice little shed storage area. Right now it's gonna hold my tedder. I did finally get your text. I did forget to write you back. Yeah, I did actually get it this morning. So, shoot, went the wrong way. Let me spin this around. Yay, Dennis! What's going on, bud? Been a long time. Been a long time no see, man. Hope you're doing well. For those of you that don't know, Dennis81 is he's on the PC, but he was one of my early subs early on, so. Nice little history there. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. I hear you. Well, there's nothing wrong with being busy at work. Nothing wrong at all with it. Hey, what's going on, Tavin? Yeah, it's all good, man. It is all good. Let's see, this is pretty... Yeah, this is the 3 small ones. Yeah, I tell you what, actually... I'll probably just go ahead and bring the plow up here at some point. And just knock out that little middle section there, and then I'll just see this whole entire strip. Probably a little smaller, smarter. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, and I guess the other thing I'm going to need is one of these to go with the front one that I do have, and I'm going to need this. Time to buy it back. Yeah, we're fixing to find out what that's like. I don't know if there's, I don't think, at least on this farm, there's a way back in. You could, well, no, you can't even come that way. It's just what I mean. Most of these have one entrance, one exits, and there's not one on that side of the field. Nope. And all the hedges are solid, so yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, even you're gonna have to, yeah. You're probably not gonna be able to really maneuver big tractors or trailers around. You definitely have to keep with the shorter ones. And let's see, more than likely, it's probably going to limit you on. It's probably going to limit on size of harvesters, depending on where you park that thing. Which is why I was kind of saying maybe those areas like west of 13, north of 35, which is at the very bottom, bottom left corner. Maybe some of those places might be a good place to stage some of the bigger stuff, not necessarily your tippers, but it might be a good place to store a bigger harvester or a forage harvester, because getting in and out of those gates, especially around at the farm, is going to be tough. Yeah, I like driving the truck in here, but sometimes the tractor just doesn't have the turn radius that it needs. Well, good, man. I'm glad you're watching in. Appreciate that. No, I'm just got a steering wheel on that thing, right? Nope, I'm still using the controller. I wish I had a steering wheel on it. Alright, let's see if I can two-time. I think I can get both of these out of here. Chat's frozen, thank you. Let me square that up right quick. No. If you're going to use a steering wheel, you have to use like the G27 or the G29 that's made for the PS4. But then you can't tandemly run a controller plus the steering wheel at the same time. So that's kind of the 4-in-1 on that. It's kind of messed up since you can only do one on one controller profile. Then you're kind of limited to that. So farm sim's pretty tough with the steering wheel. I mean, you can run it, and then you'd have to shut it down if you wanted to use, front end loaders or anything like that. You'd have to use whatever D-pad they give you on the screen. I mean, on the controller or the steering wheel. Which I don't think any of those new ones really give you a D-pad like the old ones used to. I think that's what he's referring to, yeah, as the Satec one. They would have made a lot more money on that thing had they made it cross-platform like Logitech did. Logitech was smart, and they gave you a PC option and a PS4 option, and then they made a PC option Xbox combination. So they made two steering wheels cover 3 different separate platforms. I mean, that was ingenious because PS4 guys are going to straight up buy that one, and then if they got a PC, it doubles. So I mean, they can charge twice as much for it, and then people's like, oh, well, I can use it on my PC too. I mean, that was just a smart business move, and they made a really good looking steering wheel as well. Yeah, from what I understand, it's even hard to even find that thing. Like ever since they took over Satec, it's been a little bit of a challenge to find those things. If not, you find them scalped on Amazon. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? I am liking it. I think once I get my bearings about what I really want to do on this one, I'm kind of just getting the standards going since I literally just got into it. But I think this is the hardest part, is making these little turns right here, but I'll manage. But yeah, just once I figure out what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do some silage on this one, but actually do like chopping corn and actual forest forage harvester, that kind of thing. So should be a little different than my average farm stuff, but nonetheless, it's still a good map. I like it. Okay, so Logitech G. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I really like this 800, man. It's got an incredible rate of turn on it. This thing will spin around on a nickel. Maybe not a dime, but it definitely will handle a nickel. I don't know if I'm going to keep this thing or not. I don't mind them, but I don't really like that tractor. What is this right here? Oh, it's got to be cow stuff. Let's see. Help window. Anybody know what this interaction zone is? Kind of curious. Guess one of these could be. I've got two here. One of those could effectively be the sheep pen, couldn't it? Yeah, it's yeah. I would. It would be awesome if they came, since they went ahead and did that for the G series, the 27 and 29. It would be awesome if they did that for that farm controller. But I think they had halted production on it. The last I had read, they had halted production on it to see whether or not it was worth them keeping it up, basically. Ah, the sheep pallet loading's on. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought one of them was, because I know there's not one over there by the sheep, so that would make total sense. And I can't get there from here. All right. Well, it'd be cool if they came out with a PS4 version and an Xbox version. I got a feeling they would make a good slab of money. Of course, now if there was a way to fix the controller assignment issue, because I know not all things you want to do with steering wheel. I mean, there's some things that do require, hot buttons of both, both fingers going with the LB and RB on the controller plus all the rest of it. So I don't know. Hopefully they can address some of those things. Yes, yeah, they both are. They've got a PS4 version and then the Xbox version, and then both of those versions work natively on PC as well. So that's cool. All right, so I'm just going to dump these here. Now, probably what I'll wind up doing, I love doing this. I'll probably go over here in placeables, and I'll probably buy a few things. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna buy yet, but something like a vehicle shelter, or even some of these older ones, these older sheds. Did I put them in? Yeah, I did. So any of this stuff right here, storage tunnels or the vehicle shelters, outdoor storage shed, all those are pretty good. So you could put you a couple of those in here and actually store quite a bit of equipment up here, and it'd be a. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, Chuck just got a 29. I guess my guy down there, I guess he's still. Yeah, he's done. Need to go get a plow, but I don't know if I can take that one all the way back here all the way back down here. Oh man. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's tight down there at the farm. I don't have a problem with driving through any of that anywhere except for the farms. I wish they didn't have all those gates, because there's one gate, and I've almost got to say it can't be right. It's got to be a slip up or a mess up. They just totally just kind of blanked and forgot it, because there's one gate right there beside the thing that does not open and will not open. So I've got to think that that's exactly what that was supposed to be used for. Yeah, I usually if I double cut, I'll usually mow the first time, and then I'll put the tedder on the back, and then I'll go ahead and tether it as I mow for that second time, or the first time I'll just go ahead and tether it at the same time. So you can only do that with the Novacat. We don't have any other mowers that can be I call it bat winged together. Alright, Greg, have a good one, buddy. Good to see you for a while, man. Alright, so cultivator, does I still have that, or did I sell it? I think I sold it. I did sell it. Oh, why did I sell it? Excuse me. Alright, so alright, I'm just trying to think here and trying to situate my thoughts. So I think that's 4 meters, 4 meters. I'm trying to find something at least 6, but that one's 6. I don't really like that one, but it works. That one's too much horsepower there. I think if I want to get corn going, obviously I'm going to have to get the corn seeders and all that going. Alright, good night, Greg. What's going on, EDM? It got a crack in my screen now. What? Let's see here. I guess we'll have to go with the Terra disc. Either that, or we could go with let's see, what have we got in the coon section here? That one's 6. Is that's cultivator. Alright, I'll hold up on that. I'll hold on it for right now. I'll make a decision about how I want to go about doing that, then I'll buy whatever I need. I think these tractors up to, this is the, if you're curious, this is that Fent, this is the 828 Vario, the 800 that we got as a mod. I actually love this thing, but it's only about 280 on the horsepower. Oh, hitting the like button, okay. So I think if I get some of this, I definitely want to do some corn here, but I don't know exactly what field I'm going to do, because I really do need to go up there and, oh, come on. There we go. Wow. Alright, there we go. I really do need to get some of that. I figure out exactly how I want to do that, which fields I want to do that on, and then I'll buy necessary equipment for it. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one they didn't give us on console. I mean, I used to think that you know, that was coming out as a mod possibly, or at least the DLC. They would release all these flagships because there's quite a few Challenger regular tractors that we didn't get. That aren't tracked. They're basically the same body style and the same fairings, but you know, they're not on tracks. And so those didn't come, and then we also did get like the 10 series, and seemed like there was one other one that I've heard thrown around a lot that we didn't get as part of a you know, as the consoles. I was like, it's kind of bummed. I was like, it was like their flagship tractor. We didn't even get it. And I was like, well, that's totally typical of Giants. What would be my ideal map? 100% forest, square fields, odd shape, gates, is wide. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Yeah, it does look like a beast. This is probably the first tractor I've seen come in here that has the proper, like, broad front tires. Most of the wide tires I always seem to on this on the console, they only seem to you know, just apply to the rear tires. So this is like the first one I've seen that the front tires looked about as wide as the rear tires. Yeah, buddy, we got the Coon DLC. Whoop-de-doo. If you listen closely, you can hear the chants of all hail Giants modding. Not really. Yeah, and then we're getting these ridiculous Big Bud tractors. That'll be the next DLC coming in for everybody somewhere at the end of April. And then we did hear that it got leaked out and it got covered up pretty quick. I don't know where. I believe we saw it on. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was Scott had sent that to me, but it was like one of those Amazon things where they had the cover and the artwork already out. The Kubota is another one that's coming. So now we got a couple of Kubota fans here on the stream. Well, we had to pay for it too. It is not free. You either paid for it in a season pass, or you pay for it, you know, by the the install. Ain't nothing gonna come in there free, man. I'm thinking about my ideal map, Chad. Double gates would be nice. They're not a requirement. It sure does make it easier getting in and out. Like, y'all have already seen me struggling, and I don't even have like big stuff. I mean, it's big, but it's not, you know. And I actually think that one gate at the front of the farm, I actually think it's broken. It's got to be. Yeah, I got a season pass. I typically tend to say that I got it. I don't have to pay for it every time, but I've already paid up front for it all. Yeah, well, hopefully the Big Bud's going to answer all y'all's you know, wants, needs, and desires. You know, my ideal map would be something similar to Bjornholm, honestly. Chad, if you wanted to know what my ideal map would be, and the reason for that is, you know, Bjornholm's been one of the very few maps that had an awesome animal areas, minus the sheep. I never really liked the sheep in Bjornholm where they were. Obviously, we didn't have pigs. Would have felt like that at some point been somewhere around the farm, up there close. But at some point, I don't know, man. It's at some point they got it right, because they got the logging right, they got the animals right, they got the fields right. There was tons, I remember clearing off like islands of trees, and they were like these thoroughfares, like in between. If you don't know if you guys remember Bjornholm, like in the very middle of the map between those long square, there was like these little, almost like cutout oval areas full of, those pine trees, and you could come in there and just log that whole entire sector out, be right there by the road, utilize the road, and then be able to, bounce in and get your stuff, and then dip. But you also had really nice, sizable logging area that was actually very well done. So I kind of typically tend to kind of say, I really, really like that part of it, just because it was such a well-balanced map. What's going on, David? How are you, bud? I think you're new here, so if you are, welcome. And I was trying to see if I could get into this one to figure out how to get it. Oh, that's the cow pasture. Green River. Alright, so that must be, Green River must be y'all's new PC map that y'all are all on. I'm beginning to think, I guarantee you we're going to have an update. Let me find it. I guarantee you this will be probably pretty quick. Because my feeling is, if y'all see where my reticle's at, that gate right there should open. It doesn't. And I think that would be the one that you get to drive in and come straight in here to your storage area. This gate does not operate. It's a dead gate. And I guarantee you that's why. These two, there's no way they meant for you to have to screw a 90-degree every single time you came in with a trailer. So yeah, I bet that was a slight oops. Oh yeah, we talk about that all the time, Mike. It's no problem, man. We just chime in, man. Yeah. I mean, I've always said I always wanted something that was going to expand the game. I thought that was just as important as making more equipment available in the game. Alright, wait a minute. What the crap? Alright, so where's the entrance to this? Okay, so you can go through those. Yes, I did, Chad. I did. Excuse me. Sneaks up on me every now and again. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get back into this field. Alright, so there's my door. My gate, sorry. Does it work? Yes, it does. Yeah, this one's, it's different. Yeah, for cons, so this is very much kind of like Lawfolds. I know Jules had said the creator of that one kind of helped this one. And these hedges and the hedging of the fields and stuff is all the same. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You could have given me a flat piece of land and one big huge square and said have at it, and I'd have said thank you very much. I mean, we were just starving for something on console. One thing, I'll say, and just kind of finishing that thought, Michael, about DLC and stuff. I mean, we talk about it all the time on here about, what could we do and what can they do, and I mean, I think they've already proven that they can. you know, they can offer you know, scripted download or scripted files, because we got, you know, scripts all for console anyway. Crop destruction, tire dirt, so they can add them in if they want to add them in. It just becomes how much of it. So I would love to see some more interactive scripts that add some expansion to the game, rather than just adding tractor packs, or kind of that, I don't want to say cheap, you know, cheap DLC, but in the sense it kind of is like a cheap go around at it. Yeah, I'm much for expanding games more so than I am kind of offering the slight patches. And then, oh, here's some reskin tractors, and oh, here's some new 4-meter mods. Enjoy them, guys. You know, and we need your $15 so that you can wrap bales and leave them all on the ground at the same time. You know, so that one's always a big rub with me, because I just don't. I don't know. We're into the age now where that shouldn't be even a thing. Yep, and I am. I am, Dennis. I've actually got one picked out now, and it's just pulling the trigger. I bought some flight sim hardware, a pretty big piece for my flight sim stuff coming up, and that took a wallop out of the old wallet. So I had to we had to let the coffers replenish before I could buy the actual computer to run it on. Oh yeah, man. I went crazy on X-Plane. That's what I've flown, what I know, and I absolutely love it. I basically laid out of all of version 10, which was their latest, up until 11, and so I started with X-Plane the tail end of 8, came in with 9, and then now I'm, you know, I skipped 10 basically. Some of that was a real world break. I actually went and got my real pilot's license, and then I had to just take a step back from all of it. I had an accident. It wasn't my fault, but I had an accident, just kind of, you know, it made you wake up and realize. And then I didn't even want to do the flight simming thing anymore, so I just dropped it, unfortunately. So now I'm mentally past all that, so now I'm just itching to dive back into it. FSX. You can download the X-Plane 11 demo for free. Try it out. But if you've really extended FSX, that's a hard one there. It's a hard one to break. I know X-Plane so well. I'd be like a sheep lost in the pasture, man, with no fences. What do I do? What is Windows 7 SP2? I don't know what that is. Man, I got this lingering cough. 1,000 acres, yeah. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, man. That flight sim, it gets you hook, line, and sinker, and before you know it, you're sitting in a real plane saying, I can do this for real. And I did. Yeah. Got my license and got a few certifications, and then, you know, I'll save that story for an actual flight sim live stream. It's a pretty decent one. But, yeah. I had that accident, and that just that made it real. How about that? It made it reality. hope Clayton's still around because I'm doing this for you, Clayton. We'll get some grass started in there, and then hopefully, I don't know, one of these might tether up and do some bales. Maybe we can save up for cows, and then the rest of it we'll dump in there since we're like literally right beside it, which will work out really good. And maybe I can get some corn going on. Since I got the money, I could probably buy. I have to buy a cultivator, corn seeder, and then I guess I'll have to pick up a forage harvester. So one of these fields, 25, may be a good candidate. I'll have to go look at them to make sure they're like, you know, somewhat halfway straight and not sitting on the side of a hill. Any of these across the bottom would be good square ones. Because you want your, if you're going to do silage by yourself, especially if you're going to chop corn, you're definitely going to want a decent field that the workers are going to work well. That way you can drive the trailer beside it. That's good. That's good, man. That's awesome. Well, I guess in a sense, man, if you still do FSX, we still meet up on VATSIM if you still do that. I do a lot with Pilot Edge, or I used to. When it first came out, Pilot Edge was a big, it still is. It's becoming a huge kind of pro flight sim ATC network, and we fly a lot of that over here. It's mainly on the west coast of the U.S. is all the coverage areas, but it's a lot of real life. Actual real world air traffic controllers that actually get paid to do it. So it's pretty awesome, but we could still fly online. That'd be cool. We could do an online live stream flight with Dennis and FSX. They got just come out with something pretty cool. Is Smart Copilot on X-Plane, and now you can fly with somebody halfway across the world in the same plane online. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Pilot Edge is very much alive, man. VATSIM, kinda, not so much. I mean, it's there. Coverage areas are minor. I think honestly it's because they got too crazy with the ATC. I think it freaked people out. Alright, well, I guess since I'm pulling it there, I'll just pull this right here in the back door instead of driving all the way back around up there. And while I'm here and got this sucker, let's go ahead and extend them fields out before dark sets in. Yeah, well, I'm licensed. I'm not current because after that accident, I just stopped. It was played havoc on the old psyche. but yes, I am licensed private pilot, single engine, and high performance single engine. I was fixing to take my test for my instrument rating, and then that's when the accident happened. So yes, I know. This is actually a mod. A guy did the Fendt 800. I'm sure you guys probably got the same exact tractor, but yeah, man. I knew they made this Fendt in all different colors. Well, see, they gave us, well, they didn't give us, they gave us the Black Beauty, which is the one with the gray grill, the black, and then the red tires. But it was just a reskin of the 900. So now we've actually got this one, and we can actually change all the colors. You can have like smoke gray, you can have regular gray, black, red wheels, white. I think it's pretty much gray, red, and the two grays, black, white, and red. Those are the color combos for wheels and for the color. So yeah, Pretty cool. I like that. I saw this and I saw this on there and I was like, heck yeah. Because this is our first modded, our truly modded tractor with some settings. Of course, I mean, it's got some different wheel sets too on it. It's got these broad wheel sets with the got the broad wheels with the weights in them. I don't think none of the rest of our standard stuff has that in there, so pretty cool. Yeah, I figured y'all had. It's probably y'all had the same exact mod. All right, let's create some fields. Close enough. I think these plows are probably my probably one of my all-time favorite mods on here. They gotta rank right up there. And this is just the medium one. So the thing I like about it, you can hire a worker with them and they work really well. Oh, I knew what you meant, Dennis. That happens all the time, man. Spell check gets it gets everybody. Yeah, it's good. You know, I like it. All right, let's go even up this other side and do this one other little section here, and we'll be good to go. It'll be a nice little long drive. See, because where are we? Well, we might could do 4, 5, and 6. We might could do some corn on it. I don't even really think I need to touch that. If we got guys that are just joining in or have joined in for the first time, welcome. Just wanted to point out, if you are interested, no pressure, but if you want to keep up with FTG through live streams and other videos, we're kind of at the point now where most of the informational stuff is all out with Farm Sim, so I don't do a ton of recorded produced videos. So if you do want to keep up with live streams, pretty much mostly all live stream just at night, with especially the first looks of new maps and new mods and those kind of things. Try to do as much featuring of the new stuff as I can. But if you're interested, you can see the scroller going across there. I am on Facebook and Twitter. It's all full tilt for Twitter, and it's full tilt gaming for everything else. Obviously, you found me on YouTube. I will start streaming some on Twitch once I get into X-Plane here, hopefully spring, early summer-ish, late spring-ish, somewhere in that time range vicinity, and then I'll be making that happen. So I hope you'll join me for those, but I will be on Twitch and sharing between Twitch and YouTube at that point. So just to kind of give you a heads up. And also on Facebook, here come up on Fridays, I am probably sometime Friday afternoons, I'm going to upload a little Friday freebie of the day. And it may be something like an iPhone background, an iPad background, something for a tablet, or then it may be a widescreen background image that's FTG branded for Farm Sim or X-Plane, either or. So if you're following either or, there'll be opportunities there for grab a little something on the Fridays. Just me saying thanks, and I appreciate y'all's support on that, and subscribing to the channel and liking some of the content on the social media stuff, and kind of keeping up with it. No, I'm not on Discord. Actually, instead of going all the way out there on back to the other farm, I'm just going to leave this up here. I gotta be smarter. It goes faster on the ground. That's good. Alright, I'll just back this thing up over here. There we go. Yeah, it'll leave another mark on that fence, because I decided I was going to I was just going to hit it, because I knew I was going to get stuck with that other with that other plow. I knew I wasn't going to make it. I was like, well, I'm going to need me a little bit of a running start so that I can make that one. And that tractor's too big for that one. Yeah, so that gate right there, I gotta think that gate's supposed to operate, but it doesn't. Not a big deal. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a night on that one. Get that, just kind of get a start. I hope you enjoyed a little first look on this map. I think I'll be coming back to this one and doing some things. Let's kind of figure out what I want to do. I'm going to try to do something a little different than what I always do on stream. Probably will still try to keep up animals, or at least some semblance thereof. But I think I'm going to try to get into doing some more low-end silage on this, more kind of that real world silage. I'm going to do some chopping corn and some pickup of grass from the forage harvester and that kind of stuff. Just a little different op than I normally am doing here on live stream. So I hope you'll stick around for that. So at least it'll be a new map. Tomorrow is Friday. I would not be surprised to see another map fall in our lap tomorrow. That's the way Giants usually rolls. Hopefully they won't, but it's completely possible that they will. We'll just kind of see what they do. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, got them scrolling across the top there. Don't forget Full Tilt Gaming on Facebook. Tomorrow will be a freebie Friday. I've got a little something there that I've got made up for it, so we'll get that on there. You guys can download, save that image, and then you can have it for yourself. But as always, go ahead and click like if you do like some of the content that's on the channel, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to keep up with future live stream episodes. Like I said, I will be moving into X-Plane. I'll be doing both, but I'll probably really kind of move into doing some serious X-Plane work back and forth. Probably late springish, early summerish, whenever things just kind of culminate, everything gets here and everything's running smoothly. So, I will be keeping both of these up. So yes. Yeah, no problem, Chad. I will be doing both. The one thing is, too, for YouTube guys, whenever you do stream over to Twitch or do anything over there, it's just usually a different market over on Twitch. You know, there's a lot of X-Plane guys still stay at Twitch, but what it will do is I can let all my subscribers know on YouTube that I'm streaming there. So it's a good way I can still keep up with everybody and still keep everybody in the loop without losing anybody. So yes, Dennis, sounds great, man. Yes, I will do the same, man. I appreciate it. It was great seeing you, buddy. I hope to see you again here soon. For the rest of you, today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. More than likely, I will be streaming tomorrow. We'll see what we can get done on Drumard Farm tomorrow. But until then, that's it, guys. Enjoyed it. I hope you did too, and we will see you later.